Hello there, this is Jessica Fabian, your Thermomix consultant. I am jumping online to create a special video for one of my special customers, Betty, who is a customer and a friend. And Betty's been a long-term Thermomix lover, and today we were chatting and it came to our attention that Betty doesn't have a cook key. So this video is for Betty, but also I thought I might make it available for all of my customers who might have a TM5 but don't know very much about the cook key. So welcome, and I hope this video is useful. So this is my TM5. I have my TM5 that I use and my TM6, and they're both wonderful machines. And my TM31 is having a little holiday, and that is a very amazing machine as well. I started on the TM31 9 years ago. I sat in a demo back then in May 2011. By the end of the demo, I'd signed up to become a consultant to earn my very first Thermomix. So I've been a consultant since then, and I've met you along the way, and I loved meeting you and getting to know you and helping you when you need help. I'd love you to jump on my Facebook page. If you do Facebook, Magic Cooking Pot is where you'll find me, and that's where I'm most active. And also we have a group that my team is part of. So if you search in Facebook for Hills Thermo Chat, that will come up, and you're welcome to join that group. I'd love you to, and it's for all of my customers and all of my team's customers, because since I saw you, I've become a team leader, and I look after the Hills, the Flurio, the Murraylands, and now the Riverlands, and that will be the case until we can find a team leader to look after some of those areas as well. So let me know if any of you guys watching want to join the Thermomix business, and I can tell you more about that. It's exciting times with our virtual cooking capabilities and opportunities. So here's my video for you now, and let's get going. So where should we start? So this video is for you if you've got a TM5 or if you want to know more about Cookidoo and the cook key. This is a cook key. So you guys will have a recipe chip, a little green chip with a basic cookbook, and that's on the side of your TM5. And some of you might have a cook key, you might not know how to use it, and this video will be for you as well. Cook keys, you can purchase one from the Thermomix shop. So that's thermomix.com.au/shop. At the moment, they're on special for $129. They're usually $189. That may be the ongoing price. I'm not 100% sure. And you can also get them by hosting a cooking experience. Now, a cooking experience was also known as a demo years ago, and that's when we can do it virtually as well at the moment. And that's when we can have a chat, we can look at recipes, and we can cook something as well. This is a good opportunity for you to learn more, ask questions, show friends who might also benefit from having a Thermomix, and also get host rewards. So we've had a few months of the second bowl host reward. Hopefully you've heard about that. I try my best to make sure everybody hears about it. Hopefully you have. The ongoing host rewards include cook keys, thermo servers, and thermo mats. So let me know if you want more information about those. Let's get going. So when you get your cook key, sorry, I'm gonna make my dog be quiet. Let's press pause. Alrighty, hopefully my dog stops barking. So once you've got your cook key, and you might get that as a host reward, or you might order it online, it will come in a box, and you'll open up the box. There are instructions in the box. Give me a call if you can't follow it. Basically, it sticks on your Thermomix in the same spot that your green recipe chip usually goes. So on the side here, you'll just simply stick your cook key on like that. It sort of jumped on like a magnet, and it's glowing green now, so that means it's turned on. The cook key, oh, I need to clean my Thermomix a bit better there. Whoops. Doesn't usually get on show. The cook key, clean. Anyway, the Cook Key basically makes your Thermomix smart and connected. So it basically connects the Thermomix to the online Cookidoo recipe platform. All right, so the first time you put it on, there will be a series of steps that it will guide you through to set up and update your Thermomix via the Cook Key, via your Wi-Fi. You do need Wi-Fi to turn it on. You don't have to have Wi-Fi on all the time. You can, let's put that on silent, you can just access recipes without the Wi-Fi, but you do need it from time to time, at least once a month, so it can double check your subscription. Alrighty, so at the moment it's actually asking me, do I want to, new software is available for your TM. Do you want to download this now? I'm not going to because we're doing this video, but you could at home when it asks you questions like, so please give me a call if you can't work through the setup with your Cook Key, and hopefully it's straightforward for you, just connecting it to your Wi-Fi and then connecting it to your Cookidoo account. Now, I might share my screen at this point. Actually, I will explain why the screen looks a bit different to what you're used to. So I've just gone into the settings to see if it will show up better on the computer. If I changed the display to the dark view. In menu in settings, you can change it to 3 different types of display. So this is dark one. Alrighty, so hit share screen. And then you'll be able to see Cookidoo. So here we go. I'll just move my picture over here. So this is Cookidoo. It has been updated a couple of years ago, so it's a lot more user-friendly than it was years ago. If you have had a look before, please have another look because it's pretty awesome. Now you'll need to sign up. It's usually in the right-hand corner. This is on a MacBook I'm on. It might look different if you're on an iPad or some other device. Here you'll sign in. You want to make sure it's cookidoo.com.au. You want to sign into the Australian one, otherwise you will receive a few issues. You need to log in cookidoo.com.au. Okay, now let's have a look. So you'll log in with an email and a password. Once you've got that, you will want to pop that email and password into your Thermomix when it prompts you to, and that way your Thermomix will be connected via the Cook Key to this Cookidoo account that we're looking at now. You can personalize your Cookidoo account to your needs. So I think what I'll do is I'll move the thermo because we don't really need to look at that right now. I'm wanting to teach a little bit about Cookidoo. Now, pause just a sec. Pause record. Okay, so there's lots of different ways you can use Cookidoo. I'll just run through a bit of a tour around Cookidoo. So that first page is where you could search for things in here. So you might have something to use up. So let's say chicken. We'll hit return to make it search for chicken. So you would type in anything you've got in your fridge or something you like. If you like a dish and you know the name of the dish, type it in and it'll come up as well, or something similar. So here we can see some chicken dishes. So Cookidoo houses all of the Australian cookbooks and collections, but it also houses all the cookbooks from overseas as well. So you've got access to thousands of recipes. The moment we're just looking at Australia, and that's in filters. So in filters, that's where you're going to find things that will narrow down your search to find exactly what you're after. So you might want to look at main dishes or soups or pasta dishes that have chicken. It shows you on the right hand side here how many in each of those different categories. The other way you might like to use filters is you might have a tag here. You might write dairy-free, gluten-free, if you don't know how, or nut-free. So there's lots of different tags you could type in. You could choose you only want to see the easy recipes or the advanced recipes if you're a bit of a chef. My favourite one, hopefully you can't hear the dog too badly, my favourite one to use is prep time. So I love choosing the low prep time, and I love choosing the total time to be about less than 45. So that way you're not going to have the 2-hour or the 24-hour dishes that require soaking and whatnot. I'm going to get a quick meal ready in less than 45 minutes. If you don't mind lots of prep, you don't have to choose those. But this is going to narrow down to the dish I actually want to cook at dinner time. So I'm often doing this search just before dinner. If you want to meal plan, I'll show you how to do that as well. If you're looking for small portions or big portions, this is really handy to use. We've just introduced a star rating. So if you're only wanting to look for 5-star meals, or I find 3 and 4 are okay too. If you see something with 1 star, you might think, I might not try that dish. But remember, everything's relative. So not everyone has rated things either, because it's just a new system, the star system. If it doesn't have any stars, it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it hasn't been rated yet. Alrighty, here is where, if you've got a TM5 and you definitely don't want to see any TM6 recipes, I would probably select TM5 here. That way you're not going to get disappointed if there's a recipe that has high heat function or slow cook function or fermentation function, and you don't want to get disappointed there. So you could tick TM5. Some of the TM6 recipes do have TM5 adaptations, which you could do as well. So you don't have to click that one. And there are plenty of TM5 and TM31 recipes. We're only just starting to come out with a few TM6 only recipes anyway. Love to show you the TM6 if you're interested in that as well. Here is where I choose English. And I'll deselect Australia, because that way it'll just choose all of the English ones. And there could be some from the UK and the US as well. So yeah, there's 111 US that fit our criteria. If you speak other languages, please, you could select those languages as well. Great for learning different languages. You could check authentic French Thermomix recipes. So there we go. I've just put, so normally I do it super quick. I'll just say whatever prep time I'm after and English language. If I definitely know I want a soup or a pasta, I would tick those. Otherwise, if I'm pretty easygoing, I'll just hit show results. And this is going to then show me the filters that I've selected here and how many results. So English, less than 15 minutes with chicken and maximum 45 minutes. And that way you get to have a look at what Cookidoo suggests. And then if there's something that you like the look of, recognize that one, Betty. I'm sure we've done that one together in our cooking sessions. If there's something that you like the look of, for instance, this one here has 4.6 stars. I'm going to click on that. I'm always interested to find out what cookbook they're from as well. That looks interesting. Looks like some spaghetti in there as well. So what you can do is you can scroll down, you can check that you like the ingredients. There's the prep steps. There's the tags, some tips. And here you can see which cookbook it came from, and you can even click on that and see what other meals are in that cookbook. Looks like it's a collection though, because of the plain font. I'll tell you more about collections and cookbooks in a moment. So this one came from the UK. So if I hadn't have opened up to the other countries, that one wouldn't have come up. So that's why it looks a bit different. I haven't seen it before. So what you can do is you can click add. You could bookmark it, which is easy to find if you bookmark it, or you could add to your week. So you might be a meal planner and you could add it. Let's add it to tomorrow, hit save, which is really handy for people who like planning, and it's really handy for the shopping list. So I've just hit add, and I've just hit add to shopping list as well. That way when I'm in the shops, it will be super easy to go shopping because it bundles up similar ingredients and categorizes it as well. We may as well have a look now, right? Hope I'm not confusing you so far. To get to the shopping list, it's in my week. On your app, there's a little button that says shopping list as well. So please, if you do Cookidoo, pop the app, Cookidoo app on your phone, and do this after you've already made an account in the Australian Cookidoo. That will work better for you. So I've got it. You can see I don't menu plan. I do sometimes, but not all the time. I've just clicked this calendar app here to see it in the calendar view. From here, you can actually move to another day, add to your shopping list, and so on. See, I'm sure I've got something in last week's. There you go. There's a few things that I wanted to make on those days, and I did make some of those. We did the bunny chow and the mango icy poles. And what else? The pasta. And I think that's all from that list. And you can go back. Oh, these are yummy, the vegetarian dumplings. Mushroom bolognese is one of my favourites, really tasty and easy. Vegetarian. And kid-friendly butter chicken, one of our winners as well. So in that view, you can see that you can do menu planning if you wish. What I do use a lot of is the shopping list. So I would just add straight to shopping list instead of adding to my menu planner. Showing ingredients will give you your list, and you could email that to someone, or you can shop straight from your phone app and tick things off as you go. Because as you can see, it's categorizing it in baking, beverages, cereals and legumes. And the things that you've got, you can tick off. And that way, when you're at the shops, there's actually not that much that you have to actually buy, I found. Some eggs, we've actually got eggs. So you tick them off, and then when you get to the shops, as I said, easier to shop. You can go by category. You can also go by recipe. Now, for some reason, I have 36 recipes in there. I think I like holding my recipes in my shopping list. So these ones I've already shopped for. That's why there's no ingredients listed under them. But the ones I haven't got, then they will sit there as well. So you can double check that the right recipes are in before you click by category and go shopping. In the by recipe view, you could, so for instance, there's not meant to be 2 of those. I'll click here, reduce by 1 item. And if I was confident that I don't want these in my shopping list anymore, I could remove the recipe. Beetroot salad, I don't need that one in there, and I'll just hit remove. That's our shopping list. Shopping list is one of my favorite parts of Cookidoo. I love Cookidoo. It's made my Thermomix life a lot easier. Another part of Cookidoo I'll show you now that we'll go back to that chicken dish. I bookmarked it, that's right. So my recipes, bookmark, there it is. It was sitting in front of us. So we were looking at that. The other thing I wanted to show you is if you hit add, you can add to collection. Now collections, when you create your own collection, and I call my collections different things. So our family favorite ones are in here, for instance. I've got a lot for events that I do. I make collections for them. But also birthday parties are really handy to make a collection. You can get the kids or whoever, if it's Christmas Day. Oops, I didn't mean to add it to that one. I wanted to show you that collection. If it's, a special occasion, you can put your ideas into your collection, create a new collection. So for instance, what's coming out, Mother's Day or, Anzac Day, whatever event that you want to cook for, or birthdays, celebrations. create a collection. I'll call this one, I've probably already got a chicken one, but you could call it chicken and hit save, and then it would save into there. And I'm pretty sure I've got chicken already. You would imagine there's one dish. Let's add that one. So if you wanted to, you can create collections by topics. I prefer doing it by event because then all my recipes for that event are all together. So my recipes, I'll show you. My recipes created, let's go back to the birthday party. For instance, my stepdaughter, there's the chicken dish, it's not meant to be in there. We can delete it, remove. My stepdaughter went onto Cookidoo on the iPad and she chose some dishes that she might like to have at her birthday party last year. And then when it came to actually cooking, we're like, okay, which ones are we going to do? And that's when we're like, okay, send to shopping list, add to shopping list. We're going to do that one, we're going to do that one, add to shopping list. So when it comes time for the event, you can easily have all your recipes together and then send it to the shopping list and save so much time. And that's why I like creating collections for events. The other collection, and if you have your favorite pastas or your favorite soups, pop them in a collection called soup or called pasta. I've got this one, which is a family favorites collection, and the idea is that we put our favorites in here and then anybody can go to the Thermomix and find our favorites. So some of them, there's one of them I haven't tried yet, so I don't know why it's in our favorites, but I used to love tuna patties, and so I've put them in there. I'm hoping it's a good recipe. But yeah, so some of our favorites are these. This is always a quick and easy one from the basic cookbook. Hug in a mug's great, quick, easy soup. Kids can make their 2-minute noodles healthier and make your own broth in the quick fix noodles one. Love the green curry paste and the Thai green chicken curry, which reminds me, I might make that for dinner. Thanks, guys. I've got chicken to use up and I've got green curry paste to use up. Alrighty, so that's some of our favorites. This one here, Thai peanut chicken coconut rice, flavor bomb. We love it. Lovely curry, Japanese curry there. The butter chicken's amazing, easy. But yeah, so there's some of our favorites. There's more, but that's some of them. And that was in a collection there, family favorites. That's in all my created collections. So I've got 10. I've got a lot of different collections there. Condiments, date night, all chocolate things, desserts, 44 recipes. So if I like the look of a dessert, I've popped it in there. But to be honest, I often use the search function now, so I've stopped making collections about certain topics for that reason, because just got our family favorites folder and event folders now are the ones that I personally use the most of, because I forget what I put in the collections, and instead I just use the search button. And if you put Cookidoo onto your phone, I'll bring it up just a second. Cookidoo app looks like this. Once it comes up, it looks the same as what I'm showing you. Where's the icon? Little green icon. There, I've got it on my home screen because it's very important. So in your app, you can search for anything from there. All right, so you don't have to make folders or collections, but it's handy. Now we'll look at saved. So I've just clicked on saved in my collections, and this is books and things that I've saved into my Cookidoo. Anything I do in this Cookidoo on my computer is also going to be on the Thermomix. I'm just going to hit next. I accidentally unplugged that one when I was plugging in my computer. Unplugged the thermo. Oops. So yeah, anything you do on Cookidoo will also appear on your Thermomix. So if you save some of these books, I'll show you how to save them, by the way. But first, here they are. These are the ones I've chosen. You personalize your Cookidoo. So you choose which cookbooks you want access to on your Thermomix all the time. So some people put a lot of cookbooks onto their Cook Key. does hold 5,000 recipes. Some people put lots on, but bearing in mind that will slow your Cook Key down a bit, okay? So it'll make it so there's so many recipes, might not be easy to find them. So other people just use their app. They look up a recipe straight from here, look at using Cookidoo, and then put it into Cook Today. And then what you have to do is you press a synchronize button on your Thermomix, and that'll bring over any changes you've made in Cookidoo. It'll bring them over onto Thermomix. Hopefully I'm not losing you here. It's probably a bit confusing, sorry. Hopefully keeping up. Give me a call if you're not. So yeah, basically the idea is that you personalize your Thermomix with things you want. Just before we looked up chicken, I'm going to hit the search button, by the way. Just before we looked up chicken, and we were looking at recipes, which is up the top here. We were looking by recipe. You can notice the filters are now reset themselves, because each time you search, you might want to look for something else. We could also look for collections, and these are collections. These are cookbooks. There are also mini ebooks that aren't printed. So some of them are cookbooks. So for instance, Eat Well, we'll click on that. That's a cookbook. You can see the font. You can see the Thermomix logo and the fancy font. That's an actual book with 100 recipes. You could save or remove it from your Thermomix. So I'm going to hit save. I want that on there. 102 recipes. You can check what's in there. It's exactly like the cookbook. You've got access instantly to every cookbook. Let's move my face out the way. What was I going to do? I want to do back. There's Eat Well. There's Simply Delicious. That's another awesome book that was released a year or two ago. It's all about saving money. There's 88 recipes. Hit save. There'll be a green button. Hit save. Get that onto your Thermomix. Or, like I said, you can search from your app and send over recipes as you need them, because sometimes searching on the Thermomix is a little harder on the TM5. TM6, you can access Cookidoo just as it looks here on the screen, and you can search easily. TM5, you can hold recipes really easily in your Thermo. Just the only thing you can't do is this global search, and that's why you want to. That's why your Cookidoo app is your friend, and anytime you're searching for a specific recipe, you want to do it on your phone. It's much quicker. And I'll show you what it looks like on your Thermo. Anyway, Simply Delicious is an awesome one. You're going to have access to that online and in your Thermomix for guided cooking. These little ones with the font that is plain, these ones will have only, 6 to 12 recipes. All these are, they're called collections, whereas these ones are cookbooks, the ones that have the Thermomix logo and the fancy font. Skinny mixes. So there's all types of little books and bigger books as well. Sweet Nourish, Slow Cook, Everyday Cooking, Danny Valente. You get access to her instantly. All her beautiful recipes. Hit save if you want it on your Thermomix. Obviously, I don't entertain much. Mine isn't saved. But you can see all her beautiful recipes and have access to them. Just click on something. Look at that, 4.8 stars, 14 ratings. And right down the bottom again, it shows you what collection it was from. It shows you alternative recipes as well. You can always click on the book and see more about the book, but we're actually in the book already. I'm going to hit back again. So basically this is your collections. We're looking by collection. They're all in there. There's 113 Australian. Clicking the cross, there's nearly 4,000 ones. You can see there's different languages. Let's go into filters. Click English. Occasionally the language disappears, like right now. I don't know why. If you know why, let me know. So I'm going to just tick US, UK and Australia. So they're the main English speaking countries. There is Canada in there as well, but there's 450 cookbooks you've got access to. So not only Australia, but you can look at the UK has some beautiful ones. US, of course, is going to be in ounces, but your Thermomix will turn into ounces when needed. There's articles. So if you can read, if you love Thermomix and you want to read more and learn more, look at that. Oh, I haven't seen those. That's probably from somewhere else. Decorating cookies. There's all these articles you can read, and recipes. Still got those filters up. Recipes, you've got over 7,000 English recipes. And that's why I say use your filters, because you don't want to scroll through 7,000 English recipes. If you know what you want to make a soup, you want it to be quick and easy, 15 minutes prep, less than 45 ready. I want a soup. And I've put all those filters on. Now I've got 164 to choose from instead of 7,000. And say you really want pumpkin, or your pumpkin type soup, you could type in pumpkin, whatever. So there you go. That is a little rundown on finding recipes. Let's have a look at what it looks like on your Thermomix. But before I go there, this homepage is pretty cool, and I should have showed you that at the beginning. That's where we did search. You can also hit the search button, or you can hit the search icon up here. Latest recipes are shown in that top bit. Recipe spotlight's always fun. Most cooked shows you, and it's updated probably weekly, if not more, the most cooked. So you can see what other people are making. And then you've got your articles, and then you've got a feature here, cooking with oats, latest collections, and something for you, baking bread. Oh, there you go. That's a new one. Haven't seen that. Explore Cookidoo. There's a video about Cookidoo. Could have sent you that. And explore. So that's the home page. Alrighty, I'm going to show you what that looks like on your TM5 screen, because it looks a bit different than the TM6 screen. So I'm going to do is stop share. Oh, there I am. All right, let's have a look. So once your Cook Key is, so just make sure it's recording it. Wouldn't want to have to say all that again if I wasn't recording. Here's your TM5 screen. I've made it black, as I said before. And I did that in settings. Can you see what I'm going to put my hand somewhere else? I did that in settings, and I changed the display color. And I've just done that because I think it's easier to see the black with my screen. There's 3 different types of settings. You've also got sounds. Now, your Cook Key will enable you to change your finish sound, the volume and the duration. So mine's set at 10 seconds. Now the Cook Key will allow you to have this functionality. So not only can you look up recipes, you've also got new functions. For instance, let's go home. We've also got updates that come every now and then. So for instance, there's a timer. Let's see if you can actually see this. A bit glary, sorry. It actually says timer, turbo dough, pre-clean. Pre-clean's a new one. So you can pop some water in and just hit go, and it's going to heat your water and then figure out how dirty it is. It usually takes about a minute if it's not too dirty. And it'll then swish the water backwards and forwards. It cleans really well up to about here on your thermo. So it's really designed to clean your blades. If you want to clean up here and on the lid, just do a turbo afterwards. But pre-clean's awesome to clean your blades. Okay, so your Cook Key's going to enable you those new functions as well. You can see this funny button here you probably haven't seen before. That's called the synchronize button. Maggie. Alrighty, that might be a bit better. So you can see the synchronization button, which is that one. So whenever you've made changes in your phone app, your Cookidoo phone app, or on your, your other device, your computer, or your iPad, wherever you've got Cookidoo. When you make changes on that and you want them to get into your Thermomix, you need to press the synchronization button, and that will connect via your Cook Key to your Cookidoo account via your Wi-Fi. Now, all the things you've done in your Cookidoo account will appear on your Thermomix. So for instance, I'm going to look at my recipes, and in there you can see your bookmarks. Now that one chicken dish I just put in won't be there because I haven't pressed synchronization, but other ones that I've bookmarked in the past will be there, which is a handy way to keep track of some recipes that you might want to try. And the other thing you'll see is created collections. So that is those ones that I've created. So for instance, that you'll create as well. So for instance, the family favorite ones are in there and you can see them listed. And then you can hit start. And then it's just like guided cooking, like you would be used to on your TM5 already. It's got your ingredients, next, and it gets you started. Now remember this little arrow, so not everyone knows, but you can press that one to see your full view, your tips, and you can actually access a timer there as well. Great. So I'm going to press home to get out of that one. Quick. Now, my recipes. So we just saw created collections. They're all those little folders with all the recipes you've organized for yourself. In here is saved collections, and that's where you'll find the actual cookbooks that you've saved. So if your Wi-Fi does go down, it doesn't matter, these are saved. You don't need Wi-Fi to cook these. So you can access, so some people like to save cookbooks on and then they know they've got them there. Your Cook Key will look for Wi-Fi every 30 days though. Make sure your subscription is active. And that's how you can get into your cookbook. You can have a look through there. Actually, we were looking from A to Z. Remember, you can press the arrow and you can get your A's to Z's up. So say you know it begins with T, you can go jump straight to T. There's no search button though, that's what I was saying before. You can search by category though, which is super handy. But if you're looking for an actual recipe, it can be quicker to do it from your phone and just hit cook today and synchronize, because if you're synchronizing just one recipe, it should do it super quickly. But if you're synchronizing a whole cookbook or 10 cookbooks, it'll take a fair while. It's not going to be super quick then. So the processor in the TM6 is more powerful than the TM5, so searching is quick on the TM6 if your Wi-Fi is good. Alrighty, my week. Oh, it's something in there. There you go. April. So that's sitting in there too. I must have synchronized this one recently as well. Recently cooked is there, and your automated recipes you already know about. So if you want to search something, you hit my recipes, search by category or from A to Z. I'll just show you what happens because I've got so many cookbooks. It's going to go round and round and think for a bit. And then because I've got so many recipes, I don't know if I'll take them off or not, but A takes ages. And this is why I'm recommending don't be like Jess and put on all these cookbooks necessarily. Just pop your favorite ones on or create your collections or use your friendly app on your phone to find things super quickly. So if you know it begins with F, you can hit F. But even still, you need to know exactly what it's called, and then you might be scrolling for a long time. So this is something, to be honest, that people were not so happy about. And that's why, as I said 4 times already, use the search function on your phone and then just hit synchronize and you'll get your recipe there in a flash rather than trying to find it. I hope that is full, and I think I've covered everything you need to know to make your decision about whether Cookidoo is for you or not. Remember, there's a free 30-day, I'm going to screen share again. There's a free 30-day trial. Once that's over, it's $49 for 12 months, access to the awesome recipes of Cookidoo. There's Facebook pages where people will talk about their favorite Cookidoo recipes. You can ask me for help if you need as well. So it is the way moving forward to have instant digital access to every new cookbook. There is an Asian cooking book coming on the 1st of May. You will have access to that immediately via Cookidoo. I think the $49 is definitely worth it for the 12-month subscription. It's about $1 a week, and I think it's worth that just for the shopping list alone. I hope I've shown you everything. If you want to see the TM6 and how Cookidoo looks on that, let me know, and I'm happy to do a little session live like this with you, or a video and send it to you. All right, take care. Jump on my Facebook page, Magic Cooking Pot. If you do Facebook, I'd love to see you there. Bye-bye.